The Ring Fanatics Podcast, episode number 86. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co host, Joelle. Gina couldn't make it on today. She'll be on tomorrow when we do the bracket. But we are not alone. We're with a special guest, a returning guest. Please welcome Mikeystaxx. How are you, bro?
I am doing good, man. Ready to talk some wrestling.
Of course, we're glad to have you
Well,
on.
love to hear it.
You'd love to hear it.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah,
Today,
oh yeah. Come on, let's do it.
today talking Clash at the Castle, happening this Saturday afternoon. I believe it's Eastern Standard Time at 1 p.m. because in the UK.
Mm.
Yeah, so let's get right into the card. A brief, short card. It's not even that long of a pay per view this time.
Which is crazy that
yeah,
the card is like so short. You know what I mean? Like I would
Yeah.
think they would go all out for like a show like this.
that's what I was thinking too. I saw the card. I was like, I could have sworn there were more matches here.
But I
But-
kind of like it that it's not too many matches because now they give matches more time. You give wrestlers more
Yeah.
time. They can do their
Exactly.
magic. They can do their magic.
Exactly.
Yep.
Of course. But yeah, I agree with both of you. But I did expect, at least more matches to happen to
Yeah.
kind of make it a bigger feeling. I think for so long the UK didn't even have anything from
Well,
WWE.
yeah. I think this is the first pay-per-view since what, like 2002?
Yeah, I was gonna
Like
say
their
Yeah.
own
2001.
single.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially since the
Crazy.
pandemic, I think they haven't done anything since over the last 2 years. I'm not
Well,
That
sure.
might be correct too.
I think with Triple H, Triple H trying to go with quality over quantity. I guess he wants
Mhm.
to put more of a good show than just to have a bunch of matches, but with short time. So I think that's.
and I'm
I
fine
think
with that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
I think he
Yep.
was used to it because of the takeovers that were produced. It was like those are short and brief. Those are like
And
5, 6
I
matches.
was just
were
gonna
good.
bring that up. If you notice with his NXT takeovers, it's never too many matches on the card.
Yeah,
He always loved to give
Yeah.
his wrestlers time to do their thing.
Yeah, it's straight
Yeah.
to the point. It gets
Yep.
the main matches
Yep.
that need to happen.
Yep.
yeah. So first match on the card: Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Judgment Day in a tag team match. Mikey, since you're our guest, let's start off with you. What are your thoughts on this match, and who do you have winning?
I'm hoping that Dominic Mysterio will join the Judgment Day.
See, we got somebody who agrees with us for once.
Somebody on our side.
Yeah, someone
Yes.
on our side. Yes.
Yes, I think he needs a little bit more edge to his character than just being Rey Mysterio's son.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll give him something to like get behind. I think his promos will get better if he joined the Judgment Day. I just think everything will be better about him if he just split. And I hope he just turned on Rey Mysterio. I hope. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of think he's gonna probably do something to Edge because they've been having their whole little squabble going on. But I hope it's to Rey Mysterio. I hope he stabs Rey Mysterio right in the back. I really do.
Joel, how long have we been talking about this heel turn from Dominic? How long
Since
have we
he's
been
shown up. Since
He
he's shown
needs
up.
it. He
Since-
needs it.
We talked about how when they first won the titles together,
Yeah.
how they should break up and lose the titles. That's how long we've been talking about it. Every prediction episode we do has had Dominic turning. And
Literally,
this one
literally.
actually feels like it could happen. Like
And
this actually seems like one that they're on our side and they're like, we're gonna make
Yes.
this happen.
did
It
y'all
needs to
watch
happen. Like
the-
Mikey said, like he has no character. At
Yeah.
least him turning on him gives him a personality that we can get
Exactly.
behind. And like he
Exactly.
said, it's not to Edge. He needs to attack Ray and take his mask.
Did
Yep.
you guys see the segment on Raw last night? When I think it was when Kurt Angle was pulling out the pictures from Edge, and then they went up to the Mysterios. Then like he mentioned how like, oh, why didn't you choose me to be your tag partner over
Yep.
Edge?
Yep.
And then I'm like, that's a sign. It's like that's gonna happen this Saturday. It's like, oh, you didn't choose me? Cool. I
You
thought
don't
we were
appreciate-
family.
Y'all
there
don't
was-
appreciate
sorry.
me. Y'all don't
Exactly.
appreciate
What
me.
was
He-
it also this Raw where he had the kendo stick and Rhea Ripley took it away from him?
Yeah, same one.
Come on,
Same one.
man.
He basically gave it over.
Yeah.
Basically gave it over.
He didn't want to.
Yeah.
He didn't want to hit her, not because she's a female, but he didn't want to hit his future
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you remember for the last couple of weeks, she's been choking him out, attacking him. And he-
Yeah.
She's been bullying, she's been bullying the shit out of him, and he just
Yes.
handed over that kendo stick.
Someone in the comments said, "I'd rather." Circle of Debate said, "I'd rather have his own faction, being the leader of Legato, since they're coming to the main roster. Cool to have Dominic make his own version of LWO. That would be sick. That I forgot Legato was coming up.
I
or-
think
Yeah.
I think it would be dope but not as
Go
the
on, Ivan.
leader. I don't think he should be the leader. I don't think
Santos.
he has. I don't think he has that yet in him to be the leader. And Masa Escobar ain't letting that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't. I think he'd be better off with the Judgment Day. Honestly, I don't
Yeah,
know.
either one
I
is fine.
feel like he don't got the personality to be with Santos. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like
But
it.
again, he has no personality. He's just Ray's son.
That's true
You know what I mean?
too.
Yeah,
That's
he wasn't
true
May-
given one
too.
yet.
Maybe
Yeah.
he has it in him. We just don't know. I would
Yeah.
like to see him though with Judgment Day. I just think it makes more sense.
Me too.
I think
Yeah.
him having a new faction coming, even though they have like run paths before, I believe when they went down to NXT
Yeah.
for like that 2 weeks there or something. But
hmm
I think Judgment Day just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially since they've been in that storyline for the past
Yeah.
couple of months, makes sense not to just.
Almost the whole year, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like the whole year. It feels like the whole year.
But who knows? Maybe down the road, if he shows like he got it in him, maybe he does have his own faction, and I can
Yeah.
see that happening.
Yep.
But what if like this is like something that just came into my mind?
So
What if like
ifs?
what if on Saturday before their match, because you know Legato with their infamous,
I know
you
you're
know,
going.
I know where I'm going.
I
with
know
their
where you're going.
infamous parking lot attacks. What if we see randomly before the show or in the beginning, Ray just randomly in the parking lot on the floor? He can't compete. Who replaces him? Dominic. Therefore, he goes in the match, and then who attacked him? Later we find out maybe on Raw, he had hired Legato to attack him for him. That way he can be in the match.
Maybe
for
that's
it.
how maybe that's how they get away from his Judgment Day storyline
And
that
then
they
Yeah.
him
like
in
that they've been
Legato.
in for like 8
Like-
months.
Like Dominic was the one that got Legato to attack Ray for
Yeah.
him, and that's how he joins. Or
Okay, I can see that.
I could
yeah.
get behind that.
Yeah,
I
I
could
could
get
too.
behind that.
That'd be that'd be very interesting. Very interesting.
our writing skills, man. I'm telling
I
you.
I could
Yeah.
get behind that because I still want to see. Like I still think Ray is almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be cool to watch him versus Dominic in like his last career match.
Especially next year's in Los Angeles, near his hometown.
But
Oh yes.
what a dope last match would it be if we had Ray Escobar
Ooh.
mask versus hair versus career, and Ray. That's how Ray goes out.
Yeah.
Dang.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
fire. And that's such like a lucha libre thing to do,
Yeah.
like a way to go out, like his legacy. I think that would be sick.
It
Yeah,
makes
it would.
sense. It makes sense.
Yo,
That is it's either mask versus hair or just hair versus or mask
Yeah.
versus career. That's like you said. That's what they do. So
yeah.
it makes sense.
Why
Yep.
not?
Man, you gotta need to be behind the writing team, man. Triple H signed both of them. Signed both
Yeah.
of them. I didn't even think of this stuff.
Yeah.
So who we got though? Who we got?
Oh, I got Judgment Day.
I got Judgment Day too.
They need to win.
They need to,
Judgment Day
Yes.
needs to win. They
especially
need this.
after how they lost at SummerSlam. I was like, they have to win this one.
So
They
I
have
have
Don't even bring that up.
a
Yeah,
question. What you think? After this, where do you think Judgment Day is gonna go? Who they gonna mess with next? What storyline they going? I think they're just such a talented faction, but a weird faction. Like, how do you put them in the story? Like, where do you see them going after this?
So for me, I don't know about Priest and Balor because you can put them with like the tag division, but it's like you got Kevin Owens and Sammy potentially going after it. But I know Rhea, she this is what I've been saying for the past couple of weeks since she returned. She never got her title shot that she won for Money in the Bank. So because she got injured right before, she never got it. I think she goes for the women's championship. She possibly wins it from Bianca. That pushes them stronger, and then you just have Balor and maybe the Priest go for the tag. I don't know. They can figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that would get them away to be on top because I think they've said this from the beginning. There's no leader, so any one of them could be the main point of the main face of the group at some point.
Okay.
So I think Rhea goes straight into the women's title picture.
Mm.
I think Priest goes for the U.S. title. And I think when Theory cashes in this Saturday, I think Balor and Theory will be the storyline for the next couple months.
Ooh, okay.
That's my opinion. I think Triple H is going to go back to like not the small guy, but like the medium-sized guy champions. You know what I mean?
I'll be okay with
Because-
that too. I'll be completely okay with that.
You know what I mean? Because like there's so many guys that could go up against each other, but there's certain guys that haven't beat or can't beat certain
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Like once Roman had the title, WWE put themselves in a corner because they just let him run through everyone.
Yep.
There was no way that anybody was going to beat him if they already lost
It
to
just
him.
wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I think once McIntyre wins, that's the person that slays the beast. But once he gets cashed in on, now it's fair game for everyone. Now we get so many more people that can go in the title picture. More people like people that are being brought back, like a Gargano. We get AJ could get back into the title picture.
Please.
Tommaso, why not?
Please.
You know what I mean?
Keep
So,
going. Keep
Kevin
going.
Owens, Zayn trying to bring it back to the bloodline. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I think that would be sick. I think that that's what's gonna happen. I hope that's what's gonna happen.
Ooh. Yeah, I got my own, no pun intended, my own theory for the theory cash-in. But we'll talk about that when we get into the actual main event.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I got Judgment Day for that one. Y'all got Judgment Day?
Judgment
Yeah,
Day.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Cool. Next match, IC Championship match, Gunther versus Sheamus. The one of the underrated matches on this card, the heavy hitting match that I'm hyped for. Joel, who do you got within this match? Any thoughts on it?
First of all, my first thought is they need to get rid of that belt ASAP.
Yes.
Second, I don't
Yes,
like the new style of it. I just maybe it's just got to warm up on me, but it still hasn't. I just don't like it. I think Gunther is keeping it.
Mhm.
Oh
I
yeah.
think he's keeping the title. Would be a cool moment for Sheamus to win it, but I think he just has all his steam behind him that he's not losing it.
Yeah.
It is going to be a stiff ass match, though.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Sheamus
two
is
guys.
known for that. What Gunther is known for that. I think it's going to steal the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think it's stealing the show.
I was going to say that too. I think it's going to steal the show. And I think they are going to keep it on Gunther. I think what they're going to do with Gunther, they're going to build him up to be such a monster for when he do lose the IC title, it's going to catapult him into the main event picture. That's what I think they're going to do with Gunther. I think he's going to keep the IC title for a good minute. For a good minute. Yeah, so I think he's keeping it against Sheamus. But I do think, I'm calling it now, I think that match is going to steal the show.
Of course.
I think it's going to steal the show.
Has the potential to.
I'm pulling the wild card here. I'm going to say Sheamus.
Oh,
I'm going to say Sheamus. I know it's kind of like I don't want to say predictable, but like it's like of course they would give the Sheamus in the UK kind of thing, but I would want to see him win the title because I don't think he has ever had a chance to go for it. Maybe he has, but I don't remember. But I think this is his first opportunity for the title. If you think about it.
For the ice, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think he's ever gone for it.
He didn't go for it like back in 2015. I thought he was in the IC division at some point.
I think
no
so.
clue.
He was definitely in the US title.
Remember, I thought it was always him with Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler back in like 2015. They was all fighting for the IC title at some point. I think you're right though.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever gone for it. So it's like I want to see him win it on his first try, and especially since that's his title that he needs to become a Grand Slam champion. I think it's gonna definitely be a more of a surprise for some people that is happening now. And like you said, Joel, before about how you think Balor versus Theory is gonna be it's gonna happen for months. Yeah. I think this feud's gonna happen for months. Sheamus versus Gunther for a couple more months. It's not just a one-time thing. It's definitely gonna last for a while. Maybe Gunther wins it back. We don't know, but I think Sheamus wins. Definitely gonna be an exciting time when he wins it because it's something that I think he deserves for a while.
I kind of agree with you. I do think he will win it sometime down the road, but I just think it's too early to take it off of Gunther now. That's what I think. I think they should build him up just a little bit more as a monster, where he got Nakamura under his belt. He beat it, Ricochet. Yeah. Just give him a couple more. And then I say, Sheamus, you could take it off him. But
Okay.
Clash of Castle, I got Gunther.
Unless they
Take it
change the
off.
title, I do hope they change they change the design off that belt because it's like the one with the white background, the throwback one with the white background right before they
Oh,
changed
it's
it.
always gonna be
Yeah,
classic. But when
yeah,
they changed the belt, I was like, okay, cool, they're gonna change it. It was just the one they made. I was just like,
not the
not the
best.
best.
Yeah,
Not the best.
I don't
Like
know.
it's
It grew on
okay.
me. It grew on me. I don't know why. I felt the same way, but it grew on me. I don't know why.
Okay.
it's slowly. It's still like for me, it's like it's not the best design they've had, but it's definitely grown on me from when it first debuted.
Yeah, when it first debuted, I was
Yeah,
Yeah.
so against it. Now
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
me
like,
too. Me too.
I would like if they would change it. Now I'm just
maybe give it more color, instead of just
Yeah,
black and gold.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
And Nick, I'm looking it up, and you might be right. I don't think he's ever won the IC title.
or had a match
Mm.
for the title, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. And this is his first opportunity. This is like not once in a lifetime, but like I'm sure he's gonna get more opportunities after this. But
Oh
like,
yes.
if you're gonna have your first opportunity, you would want to step up and like win it your first time. So that's why I thought that's what I think about with a wrestler.
Yeah. Nah,
Your
I feel
first
you. I
time.
feel you.
But yeah, but that's why I chose Sheamus for this one.
Okay.
The Celtic Warrior. I think I want to see that
It
man
makes
again.
sense. It makes sense. I just think they need to keep it on him for a little bit longer.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
But
too.
they might do the old like have him lose it here, win it at the next pay per view, just to give Sheamus that moment.
Yeah,
But who knows?
Yeah.
but this is.
I think he should
Oh,
hold
man.
on to it till maybe Rumble.
Me
Yeah.
too. That's what I was gonna say too. At least keep it on for the rest of 2022.
Yeah.
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 Maybe like it'll be like a fatal 4-way triple threat, then have him win it all of a sudden.
You do the Lashley, the one where he don't get pinned.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Like when Lashley
won the
had
U.S.
lost,
like last year or this year.
yeah. When he
Yeah.
dropped it, who did he drop the belt
I think
to?
Riddle.
Riddle. Yeah, Riddle.
Yep.
But Riddle has substituted for somebody. Because it was always gonna be a triple threat, but Riddle substituted, right?
I forgot.
Or did they just throw him in?
I think they
I
just
think they threw him in. Yeah.
Okay. I remember when he was announced, I said they're taking the title off him. They're taking off the title off of Bobby.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly what they did. And then he won the title not soon
Yeah.
after.
I,
So
I
that's
just,
that's what I think they'll do with him. Not let him get pinned. Probably like not saying that he's like bulletproof, untouchable, but I don't think they'll let him get pinned to lose that belt.
Yeah.
If they're gonna
Yeah.
keep building him the way they are.
Yeah.
As long as they, like you said, I think that's the best way to do it is have him not get pinned for it, to not make him look weak. Then you go straight for the Universal WWE Championship,
Mm.
make him go for there.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep.
like, then you're good.
I'm down with that.
Me too.
So speaking of Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins, next match
Oh.
on the card. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Me too. This also could potentially steal the show. I
Yeah.
I never know what Riddle. Sometimes Riddle just pull a lot of tricks out his hat where it's just like you looking at him like, damn, that dude, he just go in the ring. It's something. Then you put him with Seth Rollins, who's my favorite wrestler, by the way. Anybody watching, just know if Seth Rollins on the court, I'm always gonna pick Seth Rollins. But I think this could potentially steal the show. If Sheamus and Gunther don't do it, this is the match that's gonna do it for me. But I'm going with Seth Rollins, of course.
I want Riddle. We talked about this a lot of times, Joel.
Nick, don't you do this to me. Don't
I
you do
want
this
Seth
to me.
Rollins to win so badly, but
Mhm,
I
there you go.
don't see Riddle losing.
I knew
I
you
think
was gonna
that's
say
the
that.
moment. It's like it's
Nick,
not.
Nick, it's been 9 months since Rollins has won on
But I've been-
pay-per-view.
Every time
His
Seth
last
Rollins
pay-per-view win was in December.
Joe, you lying to me right now.
no,
Day
he's not
one,
lying
he
to you. He's not lying
lost.
to you.
Think about it. And then he went on that 4-month streak with Cody, lost that Money in the Bank, didn't do SummerSlam, and now he's at Clash of the Castle.
I think that's. I mean,
9 months, bro.
I can also
He
see
needs
why.
this win.
I can also see why they pulled it off from SummerSlam, so that way he wouldn't lose it then.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he was taking the L.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's when, because they said it was for creative purposes. I think
I think they wanted to build it up more.
They couldn't afford another loss for
But
Rollins.
I think
bro.
even before that, when he faced Reigns at the Rumble, he didn't lose, but he didn't technically win anything.
Yeah,
So
I think
it's been a minute since he like
But
really won something.
That's what I'm saying. Even since day one, since the first pay-per-view, he lost that pay-per-view. Then he got his title shot, lost there. It was just.
But he was supposed to win. I think back when we were doing day one when Mikey, you were on there last. I think he was supposed to win it. He was supposed to win the title.
Yeah.
And then
listen. He should have won at Mania. As much as people love Cody, I like Cody. He should have won at Mania. Cody could have won the next couple. He didn't have to sweep Rollins like that.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna flip it. I did think, and I'm a Seth Rollins fan. I'm glad that he lost at Mania. I didn't expect I didn't expect it to be a sweep though. That's where it got me. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
The dude had one arm in the last match, and he lost clean.
That would have been the perfect excuse for WWE to say,
exactly.
Okay, Seth Rollins took advantage of that. He got the win.
What a heel, but nothing.
Oh my God!
Clean sweep. He took Cody took the broom out and swept.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. 9 months. 9 months. I love Riddle. Riddle's one of my favorites on the roster right now. But Rollins needs this.
Did you see the promo?
You've said every month, every time I would tell you, yo, he's taking too many losses. Nick would be like, no, they got him. Don't worry. I think it wasn't until June. Because it wasn't until Mania I brought it up. I was like, he needs to win this. This is a big match. He needs to win at Mania. Nah, don't worry. He could take a couple losses. Cool. The next pay-per-view. He needs this. Nah, he could take another loss. The next one, Nick was like, I think he needs to win this. He finally got on the same page, and now he's back on his bullshit, picking Riddle. Come on, bro.
I don't know. I don't know if they're actually going to give him this one. I'm like,
I don't. It's iffy the way that the storyline is going. I don't know which way it's going to go.
Up in the
it's going to be a great match.
For sure.
But Rollins picked himself back up. I'll give him that because he did lose steam after all those Cody losses.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't until he got into the title picture, not until he got into the rivalry with Riddle that he started like upping the ante and becoming himself again.
Yes.
So I give him that for bringing himself out of that.
Yeah.
But I just need you to win, homie. I just need a W.
Please.
I just need a W. At least once. Riddle could win the next 5 pay-per-views against him. I just need one. Let him win one this year.
I know before we started recording, Joel and I were talking about how like it would be cool if this feud with him and Riddle would go on for a few months as well, but add a title to it.
I think it would be somehow, some way a title needs to be added to this because it would just bring the stakes to a higher level. Yeah. You know what I mean? They already hate each other. They already had all these months of having this feud. I think a title just ignites it even more. Even if they go for a couple months without having the rivalry, they go their different ways. Somehow one of them wins a belt and they just ignite it again. You know what I mean? Like they can pick up from where they finished or where they stopped at the moment.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree. But okay, who will go out and get the title though? Would it be Riddle or would it be Rollins?
I would say Riddle gets the U.S. championship.
Riddle.
Okay. I keep behind that.
You gotta give it to a babyface. You gotta give it to a babyface.
Okay, got you.
And maybe that's how like maybe that's how Rollins gets his big win. We get the championship win after so many losses, but it's something. All the losses led up to something.
I was gonna say just have the babyface win the title so that Rollins could just try and rain on the parade. I think that just makes the most perfect sense. Because having Riddle go after Rollins wins the belt makes sense, but that's just such a heel thing to do. Ignite a rivalry after it's been swept away for a couple months. A heel would hold that anger in and be like, you know what? Even though we haven't talked for 5 months and we haven't interacted or nothing, I still hate you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, boom, that's all you need, and then it's off to races again.
That's true. That's very true.
Even if Cody was the one that won the championship, I wouldn't mind seeing that rivalry again and then have Seth beat him for it. Be like, yo,
okay, I'm done seeing that rivalry. He lost too many times to Cody. He swept him.
His first win under Cody. They finally done it for a championship.
But like,
they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't let him beat Cody.
He got swept. How do you come back from that? You got swept.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Or elimination chamber.
Tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Cody's a whole different story though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I have a whole theory on him because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to him when he comes back.
Especially with Triple H in charge.
Triple H gonna
Ooh.
have a spot for him.
Oh no,
Especially-
he's gonna have a spot for
Oh
him.
yeah, okay, got you.
But is he gonna be on the pedestal, get a countdown the way he did when Vince was in charge?
I don't think. I mean, he's definitely gonna get treated, like you said, treated very well.
He's gonna
but
treat well. He's a Rhodes.
yeah. I mean, look about how big he's gotten since he left. I
Yeah,
mean,
he was such a threat to them when he left.
yeah. But
Yeah.
then
You gotta
But
treat him good so he don't leave again.
Yeah. Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
But
You
the
know
thing
what
is,
I mean?
I wouldn't have like you said, because I feel like every week there was a Cody countdown, like 1 hour till Cody comes out, and it's like, well, why is that?
And
What's
even after
Yeah.
he got injured, there was talks about him. He was in commercials. Since Triple H came back, I haven't heard one word about Cody.
I think it's gonna be a surprise return, maybe.
Oh, they saving him for the Rumble. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's what I
want
was
you to completely, not completely forget about him,
yeah.
but they don't want your mind on him. So when
Yeah.
he comes back in
Yeah.
that Rumble, oh man, that pop.
When you hear wrestling has one, and then
Yup.
you hear the
Yep.
lights go off, and it's like the big thing, like the
Yeah.
Mania.
I guess
Exactly.
so.
We got the
They're
same
gonna,
mind.
they're gonna have him win at Mania, aren't they? Okay.
Unless Triple H
Next
has
topic.
something up his sleeve where it's like, you embarrassed me on your company with the whole sledgehammer to the chair. Now I got you back. You're losing that Mania.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm your boss now. I can do anything.
But-
you
I
want.
mean,
I'm kind of glad.
you
I
never
mean,
know.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
glad
exactly.
that he's under Triple H now, because one thing that Vince do is he shove baby faces down the audience throat,
Oh, 100%.
and
Oh,
he
yeah.
makes them hate it because you could just see the push behind it too much. I feel like with Triple H, it's not going to be the case with Cody Rhodes. So that's why I'm glad that some
Yeah.
people were concerned that he's under Triple H now. I'm glad, because I know Triple H knows how to take a face, but
Yeah.
not push them too much to where, okay, it's like, you gotta accept this.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm
I-
really happy to see him under Triple H again.
Got you.
Yeah.
I mean, it does make sense. Is it like he is a big star? Why
Right.
wouldn't you do that? It's just after new reigns takes over, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
new person takes over, maybe stories get swapped around for a
Oh yeah,
little
most
bit.
definitely. Yeah, most
You're not in the picture right now, so they're not really thinking about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these black and gold guys are coming back slowly.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
A
Yep.
Theory versus Cody match sounds dope,
Or
but
Gargano versus
Theory versus
Cody Rhodes.
Gargano and Mania for a belt sounds even better to me, to be honest. Sounds
Yeah.
like a way more thought out
But
match and storyline.
But again, they're not gonna just keep Cody on the shelf. They're gonna have something big for
Oh
him.
no, it's not
no matter
like
who
Yeah.
it is.
that's what I'm saying. It's not like he won't get the title down the line, but I
Yeah.
don't think right away now.
No,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that was Vince's plan,
That's
get it
what
on
yeah.
him as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Triple H's plan. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It's
I
only
would-
it's only time could tell.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
would
mean?
love to see like what at least a segment between Cody and Triple H on TV. Like, yeah, they're cool now. I know there's stories that they're cool with each other now.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
grudges or anything.
Triple H never had beef with him. He had beef with Triple H.
But they were still going head to head with company NXT versus AEW. That was still
Yeah.
a thing.
Well,
And
that
like I
was-
said,
That's true.
yeah.
so it's like I'm pretty sure there's no grudges now, especially like I said before when Cody did that thing on AEW once where he smashed the King's chair. That was Triple H's
Mm.
thing. So I know there's no grudges anymore from what I've heard. I could be wrong, but still
That
be
was
cool if
also
like
with
Triple
Vince
H.
in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Vince
could-
ain't in
yeah.
the room no more.
that is true. I mean, who knows? It still would be cool to see if like Triple H and Cody go face to face in the ring.
Yeah.
To be like,
Maybe
hey,
maybe
piece of-
maybe Cody's number 30 at the Royal Rumble and a black and gold guy eliminates him.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Why
That's what
not?
I think is going to happen.
Maybe like a
honestly.
Triple H guy versus Cody Rhodes at
A
Mania.
Cody Rhodes at Mania with
Yeah.
Triple H in the corner. Why not?
Yeah, and then Brandy Rhodes. I'm joking. Brandy.
Don't you
Brandy.
even
Yeah,
No.
don't you even
No,
dare.
you should hear, Mike. You should hear a rant. The rant that we have up for when Joelle talked about Brandy wrestling again. It's so
Oh, when
funny.
she was like teasing it? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
when she was teasing the
Oh
return,
my
and he
God.
went
He's not a
off on
Brandy
Brandy.
fan? I thought we were all Brandy fans. What happened?
You want to go off again, Joelle?
She's
go
a
another
cool
tangent?
she's a cool announcer. She seems like a good person. I don't need her in a ring. No, I need her nowhere near a ring. Nowhere near a ring. Let her do. Even you could even try her out on commentary. Why not? Nowhere near a ring. No.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs to.
She don't need to. There was one
No.
time she did put out a tweet, and Nick had sent me just a tweet, but it was where what was it? Her daughter. She took a picture of in the ring, right?
Oh yeah, it was like
But she was like
posted,
the next diva, but she just put the tweet, and Nick just screenshot it and sent it to me. And I ranted to him in a text message, and then ended up just being a picture of the daughter.
Yeah, I was like,
Felt like an asshole. I felt like an asshole.
I was like, yeah, I was like, I saw the caption. I'm like, oh, Joel's gonna get mad at this, and then I sent it to him immediately, and I realized after,
He
like,
baited
maybe I
me.
should.
He baited me.
Yeah.
He baited me.
Oh,
for
he
real.
baited me. Yeah. Oh, so you thought the daughter was Brandy?
No,
No,
he didn't
I
show
just
me that
thought,
the
like,
picture was posted. He just sent me the tweet.
Because that's what I saw first too. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, she's making a return because I didn't see the daughter. I didn't notice the daughter. I was like, it's just the ring.
Okay.
Like, is she just?
Yeah.
That's why I sent it. So I'm like, oh shit. But then, and then we at least got content out of that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, but Cody did put the eye signal on Twitter when they were talking about Clash at the Castle.
I don't think he's showing up. I don't think he's showing up.
I think they should, like you said, like y'all
Nah.
said, Rumble, keep him for Rumble.
Yeah.
Keep that as a big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It just makes sense.
It
That's
do.
that's
Why ruin
why
that
waste
pop?
why waste
Yeah.
it? Yeah, why waste
Yeah.
it? Don't want to be mean, but like in the UK, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like do it at like a big pay-per-view. Like this is a big pay-per-view, but do it at, like we talked about, one of the big fours. Because
Yeah.
even if he would have showed up at SummerSlam, it would have erupted if he would have popped out.
Oh, of course, yes.
Even if they would have
Yeah.
just showed him in the crowd watching the show or just backstage doing some shit, that place would have went crazy. Just the sight and the hope of maybe why is he here? You know what I mean? Like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. But we'll see. I think Royal Rumble will be better off
Yeah,
for Cody to return.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Especially if it's like over a random Raw, but Royal Rumble is better.
Yeah.
So next match, 6-women tag: Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. This is my favorite match. I think this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. I think this is a lot to tell. Like a bigger story because of Bayley in it. I think because people, since she returned, it's like it's all people talk about is Bayley's back. Bayley's back with this new group. Who do you guys got winning?
Well, guys, I don't want you to hate me for this.
Oh God, say it.
Bayley is overrated to me.
Oh, that's what you're gonna
She's
say. That was okay.
overrated to
Pipe
me.
bomb.
Hot
Oh no.
take.
God,
Hot take.
I don't know
Oh.
why. I don't get excited watching Bayley.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't care about the match, but I was
thought
like,
you was gonna
okay.
say that too.
Oh no, I care about the match, especially with Dakota Kai. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dakota Kai, which who I do think is gonna win. To me, needs to win.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka.
Yeah.
Already
Exactly.
established.
Exactly.
Already
That's how it's
established. Dakota Kai and Io Sky needs Bayley's Bayley. She's always going to have her spot, but Dakota Kai and Io Sky needs this push. They need that momentum. They need that momentum. So I have them winning. Didn't they just lose to Aaliyah and Raquel too?
Yeah, they lost.
They
Last
need
night.
this bounce. They need this bounce back.
They need to,
bad.
yeah.
You can't have them lose twice like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Because Joelle and I were talking about that before you came on too, Mikey. But it was just because there's a whole. Yeah,
I was gonna ask Mikey, how you feel about that? How you feel about Raquel and Aaliyah winning the tag belts?
Disgusted.
Really?
Disgusted.
You
It
and
should've
Nick on
been-
the same page with
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Not because I don't know. It just seemed like that team was so thrown together. And how do I explain this?
Yeah, I'm not trying to say this to disrespect both of them. I'm a big fan of both of them individually.
Exactly.
No,
It's
yeah,
just thrown together, but it's most likely not gonna last long.
yeah. It's
because-
not on them. It's the booking decision.
Yeah.
But, to me, what's the story behind them? Okay, so with Dakota Kai, Io Sky, they came on the scene, they erupted, they came back. Then Dakota Kai she got released, right?
Yeah, she got released.
So she come back with Io Sky, the NXT call up, they're trying to, make their run on the main roster. And I get Aaliyah Raquel is the same too, but it's like, what's the story behind them though?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's like, I don't know. I just feel like it would have more meaning behind the titles if you had Io Sky and Dakota Kai carry them. Then maybe Sasha Banks and Naomi come back to try to take it back for them. Like, just imagine all the possibilities. Now it's like, okay, it's Raquel and Aaliyah. I don't know. It's not exciting to me as Dakota Kai had it. You know,
the reason why I think it was put on Raquel and Aaliyah was because I think that it's gonna lead to Sasha and Naomi coming back and taking the titles off of them
as a heel team,
as baby faces, to me. I know it's like, because the thing is, to me, if let's say if Io and Dakota would have won that match and Naomi and Sasha came back next week for the titles and they take the titles off of them, who would be happy for that?
Okay, you're right.
No one, right? Because they would be like, what was the point of giving it to Io and Dakota if you're going to take them off next week? Then you know what I mean? So I think that's why they gave it to Raquel and Aaliyah, to be like, oh, now next week they're going to take the titles off of them and we're good. But I did say this to Joel before you came on too, Mikey, is I don't know if you noticed during that tag match, but when Aaliyah pinned Dakota was not the legal woman in the match. They did not address that. And I thought that was weird because Io, she never tagged in Io. And then that's why she just rolled up, pinned her, and then they won. And so it's like, no one's going to say anything? Like, she wasn't even the legal person.
I didn't peep that.
So I think that's why they're going to bring it up. Like, hey, Dakota got pinned, not Io. So we get a rematch. We got a do-over or something. Making it a triple threat tag match, and then maybe have Sasha and Naomi win. So it's to be like it turns back to being vacant again. No one's a champion, and then if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
So it's like I find out weird how they didn't even mention that. I'm like, did no one say anything? Like Dakota got pinched, not even legal in the match.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
yeah. They're definitely gonna bring that back up.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him too. They'll bring it back up, but in my opinion, I think you needed to get somebody else as champions. Like, I feel like they put themselves in the corner when they made Roman a champion, right?
Yeah.
Because they let him beat everybody. Yeah. Then it was like, I guess just bring Brock back because there's no one else that could take him on and be a serious contender. So while Brock was there, they built up McIntyre on the other side so that McIntyre could get to the same level.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good babyface champion or champions for the heels to go against, who cares about the heel champions? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I think they're going to build up Raquel and Aaliyah for a couple weeks, or maybe they'll drop it to another tag team so that you could build up contenders all around so that when Dakota and Io win it, it makes more sense that now there's more contenders and they could do more rivalries and more feuds.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
If Naomi and Sasha don't come back.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay.
I was kind of thinking the same way.
Because I think putting it straight on them just kills the rest of the division, because then it's like, who's going to take it from them?
That's very true.
They beat everybody in the tournament. At least Raquel and Aaliyah, you could see that they're baby faces, so they're not going to cheat to win.
Yeah.
And there's soft parts in that team. You know what I mean? So it makes more sense for them to lose than an Io and Dakota. So why not just put the titles on them and make them contenders so that there's somebody strong to take the title off of? Because basically you were just giving Io and Dakota the belts. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that to build them up. Let them do it the right way. I think that's why it was given to Raquel.
And may I say, Raquel, I really like her too. She is a monster. So I really think they could really push behind her. And Aaliyah too. I'm not the biggest Aaliyah fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Raquel, I really like her in ring. So I definitely they can also push her to be a monster as well. Like almost like how that Rhea Ripley kind of erupted on the scene. She was built as a monster.
Yeah.
They could do that while also making the tag team titles matter again. So
I like the duo though. Like, even though I'm on the same page, Mikey. Like, I'm not a big Aaliyah fan, but I think their tag team chemistry could work. But the thing is with Raquel, it's like I feel like they're using her a lot as a tag team specialist with her time, especially in NXT with Dakota Kai. When the tag belt's there, and it's like, I hope that's not how they look at her as a tag team person only.
No.
Listen,
that's what I hope that doesn't happen. That's what I'm scared of.
Listen, if they're smart, if they're gonna book the women's division in a good way for the next year, night one in Hollywood should be Rhea and Raquel for the title.
Oh my Yeah. Yeah.
I think that match just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Whether you keep Rhea doing the hardcore heel shit she's doing now, or have Raquel turn heel. Because
Yeah.
why not? Maybe she's a tweener. You know what I mean? Like, because Rhea
Yeah.
is really like a tweener. People love her and hate her. Raquel, you could just make her the monster heel, have her dominate the division. No one likes her at all. She's a straight up heel, while Rhea's like a tweener. People are behind her. And now going against Raquel, no one likes her, so we're all behind her.
Yeah.
And that's when you get that big match. I think that would be such a smart match to do. Two
Yeah.
monster women just going at it. It's a main
Yes.
event of Mania.
Of
Oh
course.
yes. Yes.
I think that's dope as hell.
And they have the
Yes.
history too. Like they've done it
Yes.
in NXT for
Yes.
months. They were going at it there. Now the roles are reversed. Now Raquel is the babyface and
Yeah.
Rhea is the heel. Now I think everyone it will like obviously people love her more and love her now. It's like now we got a great dominant babyface
Yeah,
against
I
a
think
great dominant heel.
I was gonna say either way you put it, I think this
Makes
match
sense. Yeah.
is the match that should be happening at Mania
Yeah.
for the women, at least one of the women's titles.
Yeah.
I agree.
It
But they
makes
need to
sense.
push Raquel as a monster heel.
That's what I think.
need
That's
to
what I
see
think.
it. Like she got the look, she got the build for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. She even I need to see that. I think like Rhea to me is at her best when she's a babyface. I don't know why. The crowd could just get so behind Rhea. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm with Joel on this one.
Yeah.
At Mania, I have to see that. I have to see it.
I think that
Yeah.
would be such a dope match, and having it as the main event as night one, like they've been doing, having the women main event night one. I think that's the perfect match to
would-
do it.
yeah.
Especially you want to go all out for this Hollywood show. That's the way you do it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's like a big match, a money match right there.
That's a big match feel.
Money,
And then
yeah.
two Triple H guys, two Triple H people.
Powerhouse.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So,
a fact.
Perfect match from the book that year.
Yep.
Another Triple H guy. Next match, SmackDown Women's Championship. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. Who do you guys? I know.
Who I want to win? I want Shayna to win.
Yes.
I
yes.
want Shayna
yes.
to win
I-
so
So
much.
bad.
But look, even if she lose, just give me a hint of that NXT Shayna.
Yeah.
Just make her
Yes.
ruthless. She can lose. Just make her ruthless while doing it.
I
You know,
want to
like,
see that like early 2020 and before that Shayna Baszler.
yeah. I don't want to see this nice, but no, I want to see that ruthless stomping on your arm, stomping on your wrist, stomping on everything. Shayna Baszler. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But I saw something on Twitter. They said Ronda Rousey might cost Shayna Baszler the match.
Ooh.
You guys seeing that? Because
No.
I can't see it because I don't know what storyline they could get out of that.
I
you know-
mean,
I
Yeah.
could see Liv winning on like a roll up or
That's what I want.
something like
That's
that.
what I want.
Shayna attacking her after Ronda feeling bad and coming and trying to save her, and that's when her and Shayna have a stare down. And to have that match in the future, Shayna versus Ronda
oh yes,
would be sick.
I think that match I think it would be cool, but I also want to see them together as a team again.
Oh yeah, it
know.
would be cool.
I
think
want
it would
to see
be.
them separate.
I think it would be better separate.
I don't want nothing. I want them to build up Shayna before that happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Before
yeah. Of
They
course.
go
Yeah.
against or team up each other. I want Shayna
Yeah.
to get that momentum she had in NXT, where it's like, okay, Shayna's in the match. She's gonna have somebody up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Shayna versus Ronda for like a belt.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
like this is a match. Just imagine you got Rhea versus Raquel, and then the other night you got Ronda versus Shayna. Like that's two big fight feels right there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
What?
Then you got
Yeah,
Shayna versus
that-
Ronda, then Raquel versus.
But they
The
got to
double
build
main
Shayna
event.
right because the end when I feel like Shayna's biggest problem was when she was called up. A lot of the majority of the WWE universe didn't know what Shayna was about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like she
And-
got no
Yup.
reaction from that.
Right. So
Yup.
Vince didn't push her the way she should have been pushed. She didn't show what Shayna was doing in NXT. So she got lost in the
Mhm.
shuffle. It's like, okay, she's kind of like a great value Ronda Rousey. She been in the UFC or MMA.
Yeah.
You know, and she's not that. She's a monster, really. She's
Yeah.
a monster. And
Yeah.
she could go in ring, but Vince hasn't showed that.
Yeah.
So now I'm hoping Triple H will show that at least just a little bit. Just give me a hint. Just give me a hint
Yeah.
of it. You know?
The time they did build her up nicely, I'm gonna rile myself up. the time they did build her up nicely
I know
was
what
leading up to Mania 36.
you mean.
Leading up to WrestleMania 36, she was built up correctly and
I
then
knew that.
lost on a fucking roll up.
not
And
ju-
then
not
Becky gave the belt away the next month.
and she was
Oh,
pregnant when she beat her. Like, how did you not be like, oh, let's
Uh,
take it off her now instead of
on, a,
waiting another month?
on a roll up.
and then who
They
she gave it to?
killed all her
Asuka?
momentum with a roll up. Yes, she
Yeah,
gave it
that
to
was the first
Asuka because
Mania.
Asuka
And
won
then
Money in the Bank.
ah,
So she traded in the Money in the Bank for the belt.
and ever
That,
since
yeah,
then, it's been downhill.
Yeah. Yep.
It's been downhill.
One
she
roll
had
up changed
everything.
history
Yeah.
because that would have been amazing.
I'll never
I think
forget my.
Shayna could have put the division on her back during that COVID
Oh
era
yes.
and
Oh
ran with it.
yes. I remember. It was that same year where she debuted in the Royal Rumble.
I think she
Was it?
almost beat Charlotte for
I remember the feeling I got when I saw her enter as number 30. God, I swear I almost lost my
Yeah.
mind.
Bro,
Then
I was like, oh my gosh,
That
she's
was
about
the
to
same
come
year,
mess somebody
right?
up. The
that was
same
the-
year.
That was
Yeah.
that was the same year where she dominated
yeah,
Elimination
she
Chamber.
eliminated everybody, in the
Everybody.
elimination
They,
chamber.
and,
Everybody.
and you're right. They was building her up, and she
Correctly.
lost on a roll up, and we haven't seen her since.
And now she
Oh, God.
wears black eye makeup.
Yeah,
and
what is that all about?
I-
I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know
it
where that
started
came
when
from.
it started when they were tag champs. When her and Nia
yeah.
Jax were
they were
that was a
tag
whole
champs.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
Nobody
remember
during
remembers
that.
that.
it was
Yeah.
I
during
remember. I was just playing around. It's just like,
but it was
what?
during that era it was during the COVID era where there was no crowd, so it could be forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. People forgot when Charlotte and Oscar were tag champs. People forgot that.
yeah.
And people don't
Holy
remember.
shit!
I
Yeah, they
think-
were. Till
I
you
think-
said it, I was like,
I think that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, I think it was good that there wasn't no crowd because I think they would have
Yeah.
got booed
Yeah.
out of the arena.
and
Out of
then,
there.
then it started working. They started to click,
Yeah.
and the moment they started to click, they broke them up. Fucking classic WWE move. With
Yeah,
tag team.
that got
Yeah.
Vince written all over it.
Yeah.
Because that was the same thing happened with Liv and Rio. It was like, wow, you know what? I don't know. It's thrown together.
about
Then it was like,
them.
yo, this is believable. They could go together.
Yeah.
Turned on her. I was like, yo, they just started to make sense
about
together.
Exactly. It's like the
Yeah.
the last second switches, man. That always gets me.
Yeah.
The
Real
breakups.
quick.
Oh my God.
But I would love for Shayna to win. But I think Liv's gonna hold on for it to win for a little
Yeah,
bit.
me too.
And I think it's gonna be that, like a roll up. I don't think she's being her clean.
Third roll up in a row. Because she won the championship in the roll up. She beat Ronda at SummerSlam for the roll up. Now
Yeah,
third roll
but
up in a row.
but that's her character. She's
Yeah.
not. She's
But that's
she's
why I always
5'1",
said,
you know what I mean? Like,
and that's why when people were so happy for that she won the Money in the Bank, I was happy too. But I said it's too early because when you put her up against the powerhouses of the women's division, say she goes up against Rhea, can you really see her beating Rhea cleanly? Can you really see her beating Ronda cleanly? Can you really see her beating Bianca cleanly?
that's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't get. That's how you. I feel like that's how WWE get people hated when they keep winning off of cheap
Yeah.
roll ups.
You know,
And I think that's what's going to start getting the crowd to flip on her.
if Gina
and
hears this, she's
They already
gonna go
flipped on her.
off.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's not here. But
Yeah, she's gonna go
But- and
off.
I
on
think-
you.
you would have been over here in this box fighting.
Yeah, she'll be right here
Yeah.
arguing
she
with you.
would just came in my box and started punching me. Yeah,
Yeah, she'll
But-
go. She'll go right through you.
and I think
Yeah.
Liv is a phenomenal talent.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she's great.
I
She's
think
great in the ring.
I don't know. I just feel like she could have been pushed just a little bit more. Right now, I don't think it's not believable she could beat anybody
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they built her too soft.
That's
That's
the
what
thing
it
Too
is.
soft.
where
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
that's what I think. I don't like when fans do this, where they say, "Oh, this person's gonna push. They should be champion," and then when they do it, it doesn't work out. It's bad booking.
Yeah,
Like, no, yeah.
No, it's not bad booking.
I don't think
it's
it
they
was bad,
weren't
but
ready.
it was yeah. I
and
think
that's
it was,
what it is.
my thing is I think they just built her too soft. Like we knew this was gonna happen when she won the belt.
Yeah.
There was a point, I forgot when it was. Was it Rumble that they were actually pushing her and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
looked
Yeah.
and it was
Becky.
believable. It was actually believable that she could win matches. Then they had her lose maybe like 5 pay-per-views in a row. Didn't even show up on one of them. and then let her win the title, and then it was like, whoa, what we doing here? You know what I mean? And then that's when the booking started to like kind of be, yeah, it was wrong timing. I think the right timing was back at the Rumble. I think that was the perfect time. It was just the perfect way they were presenting her. I think that was the time she should have had the belt on her.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't that it was, like you said, you think it was too early. I think it was too late. I think they had her perfect a couple months ago and then let her fall and then forgot about her and said, you know what? Why not put the belt on Liv without not much buildup? And then gave it to her. And then now she's winning on roll-ups and the fans are turning on her, but it's just they didn't really give us a reason to want to like go crazy for her. It was a cool moment though when she won it.
It was
dope. They could have also given her a longer build up with the briefcase too. They just made it cash in.
And I think that's what they should have done. I think that's exactly what they should have done. Yep.
Yeah, like it's a great moment, but just they rushed everything. They rushed it.
Yeah.
They rushed it.
Yeah. Because with that, they could have built it up because especially that she lost steam. You could have built up the Money in the Bank for a while and then had her cash in.
Exactly.
And then it's the fact that you rushed it while Ronda was champion. It's like now it's like, okay, you telling me that Liv right now is going to beat Ronda clean when she gets her title shot?
Exactly.
We know Ronda's going to get another one. So you're telling me that it's either Ronda's going to win and people are going to say, okay, you took the belt off of Liv too quick. Or now it's like, it's not believable because you really telling me that she beat Ronda clean. So either way, to me, they put themselves in the corner.
Yeah.
It
was it was just a tough situation because between Rumble and Money in the Bank, they did not do a lot with her. Yeah. So when she won, it was like cool moment. Oh, we're gonna build this up, do this a couple months. I would love for the women's Money in the Bank to leave Money in the Bank. Like, they all cashed in there. It's like, yo, give them some time. See how you're building up Theory?
Yep.
Awesome. That's the same way you should do with the women. Hopefully now Triple H for the next Money in the Bank has that in mind. Maybe saw what's been going wrong with the women's Money in the Bank lately, because I think the last two has been like a little shaky.
Yeah,
the way they build it up. Now maybe he's like, yo, next year we got at least 2 months. At least 2 months. Build them up with the briefcase.
I think with the other briefcase winners, I think they were already established. Like Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Bayley. They were already established. They didn't really need to build up themselves with the briefcase.
Yeah.
So those were like, okay, I get why they did it, but it's like someone like Liv Morgan, give her time with the belts and the briefcase.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Especially, like I said, especially that she lost steam. All those women that won were already going into Money in the Bank the favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the only one that didn't go in as the favorite was Alexa. It was like, Alexa, and then she cashed in that night, right?
Yeah. I think same night, yeah.
I think the only one that didn't cash in was Carmella, and that was because they had to do the rematch.
And Asuka technically was the night after, but
they gave
her the belt.
I forgot Carmella had to do that. They did 2 Money in the Banks.
Yeah,
that was a thing.
Shout out to SmackDown.
Shout out to Ellsworth, man.
Yeah. I believe Mikey froze, but he'll be back on soon.
Hopefully,
yeah. But I remember that. But I got, what was it, the Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler match? I just hope Shayna just eventually, I think what Mikey said, just not right now. I think maybe in the future you have Shayna beat her, but do it in a way where it doesn't hurt either one of them, if that makes sense.
I think to make Liv strong, I think you have her lose it to Shayna. Not this pay-per-view. Maybe in a couple pay-per-views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe at Survivor Series. And she doesn't tap. Shayna either puts her to sleep, breaks something of hers.
I think putting
not for real, but I think that would show the toughness of Liv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll put the fans behind her. It'll be like, whoa, like she was trying hard to stay in there, but she couldn't hold on that long. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that's a perfect way to do it. Something like that. Have her put her to sleep.
I think
Then
it
it
would
makes
be
sense that she's still on TV and doesn't
yeah.
have to go away.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, like I think putting her to sleep would be better than just having her tap out or
Yeah,
never break something. Because like what was she gonna do? You know,
exactly. And
you
like
put
I
to sleep, you're
said,
gonna wake up and like pin her. Like, no, you can't do that. If you go to
yeah,
sleep, you go to sleep. You're done.
yeah.
Um,
And it's kind of like it kind of saves her. It's kind of like when Oscar beat Bailey for the first time at Dallas at Takeover Dallas. That was
yeah,
like, whoa, like she put Bailey to sleep. Of course, Bailey had built up months and months of her killing it, but it was believable. It was like, whoa, and then it put a battery in Bailey's back because then all the fans were like, yo, we need this rematch. She needs the title back, even though slowly she got called out.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what they need to do with her. But I think Liv should win this one. I
Then
think I don't know if it'll be clean though, but I think she's definitely gonna win.
oh, for sure, for sure. I believe Mikey said live as well. I think his Wi-Fi went out and he's trying to get back on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the last match we have would be the unificate. Oh, he's back on. He's back on. Just
All
in
right.
time. Back
Cool.
on. We were just about to start talking about the main event as soon as you hopped back on.
Sorry about that technical difficulty, but we back, baby, we back.
We're back. Be good. We just literally I just mentioned the unified championships between Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns. What are your thoughts on this one? Who do you got winning? What's the big deal here? What do you guys think?
I know this is gonna be cheesy. Have Drew beat Roman. Paul Heyman, somebody could say,
Oh. Breaking up again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's breaking up to you too, right?
Oh, he's frozen from me.
Yeah, he's frozen. He's frozen from me.
I thought you
I'm
heard
frozen?
him. Oh,
Wait.
oh, what?
Say it again.
I'm
Say it
frozen?
again. Yeah, now you're better. Now you're better. I hear.
There we go.
Okay, but I was saying, find some way in the universe to split these titles up. So Drew beats Roman. I don't care even if it's cheesy, even if the crowd boo you, okay. Find some way to get I want him to keep the Universal. Get that WWE title off of Roman. Please. Okay. So I think Roman's gonna win, honestly. Even Theory could cash in. But unless they say, okay, but
back again, right?
He's breaking up again.
Castle. I don't see that.
Okay.
Okay, I feel you.
I mean, I thought it was going to be like I still think in the back of my mind.
See Roman.
Yeah, at the back of my mind, I still want Theory to cash in. And I know Joel and I have been talking about it for months since he won it. Like, it's got to be Theory cashing in after Drew wins both belts. So that way, it's going to get heel heat, especially if you're in Drew McIntyre's hometown. And then it's like,
if you want to build this guy as a monster heel, like you said, we've talked about it. The thing he needs to do is that we need Drew to win. He needs the moment. He didn't get his WrestleMania moment. He won in front of the crew, the fucking cameraman and the sound guy. There was no crowd. You know what I mean? Give him that little moment winning it in front of his crowd, his home country. I think that's awesome. I think if you want Bill Theory as a heel and a heel to be messed with, I think he cashes in at Clash at the Castle on Drew.
I'm still tight that they didn't do what I thought was going to happen at SummerSlam, where they had like Theory cash in during a 10 count to split up the title.
Yeah.
And it's like that made sense, but
would have made sense.
Yeah.
I just think I think to build him up
Yeah.
the way that they want to as a heel, I think he needs to cash in on Drew. I think in all my heart, I've been saying this for weeks since Triple H took over. You need Drew to win, right? Drew has his moment. He's out there celebrating. Why not have the new people in charge come to the ring and congratulate him
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
and pull
And
the dang of Brian Cash and have Triple H pedigree him. Theory comes out, Cash is in. We got the authority up and running again with actually them in charge now. And Theory is now your Seth Rollins and push him to the moon. Let's have this guy be one of the biggest heels and most hated people in the company.
That would be pretty smart.
I think that would be so
and
fucking sick. You know what I mean? Like,
It would be.
I think that's
It would.
perfect.
tell you why it's yeah. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
We hear you.
That game? We good?
Yeah, you're good. We hear
Yeah, you're a little laggy, but you
Okay,
good.
I was gonna say it's really important for how they book. Okay, I was gonna say it's really important for how they book Theory because Theory right now is the only heel that the audience don't like.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna explain to you. So Seth Rollins, who's a heel, right? He goes out there and get cheered. Like how many heels in the WWE right now goes out there and get new?
The reason why I think they're actually booing him and cheering everyone else is like a Seth Rollins, and I think what in the mind of a wrestling fan is that they think it's like Seth Rollins is doing an amazing job. He's a great heel. Let's cheer him. Let's cheer him on. People like Happy Corbin, no one likes because he's actually a great heel. But if you book him like a Theory, no one likes. And of course, you're not gonna cheer him. You know what I mean? Like
somebody who's
he gets on your nerve.
cocky. Yeah, somebody who's cocky and is an asshole.
Gets under your
It's
skin. Like,
easy to hate him.
that's the point.
Yeah.
And it's like he's doing it well.
Yeah.
And he's doing it great.
And that's why I say bring back the authority with him because that would just bring him to another level of people hating him.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There goes Mikey.
There goes Mikey. I think he's got to readjust his. But yeah, but
His
I think
Wi-Fi's acting up. But
yeah, his Wi-Fi's acting
I
up.
think that's a good way. It might start out iffy because people love Triple H, but Triple H has that character that he can just make you hate him, like so easily. You know what I mean? So he could just cut one promo and he'll become a heel so easily.
Yeah.
Especially now that he's in charge, people are like,
I want to shout out. Like I was watching a podcast the other day.
Yeah.
True Heel Heat Wrestling. Go subscribe to them. I saw something on their show. I think it was earlier today or yesterday, where one of the guys on the podcast said that what if like this is like a way Theory cashing in is like a way for wait up, Mikey's back.
Okay,
Mikey, yo, are you good? You
Good
good?
this time. If it happened again, I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, you're
This beautiful podcast that you guys got going on.
no,
You're
no
good,
worries,
bro.
no worries.
You're
no worries.
good.
But thank y'all for being patient with me. Y'all the homies.
No
Oh,
worries,
you're
no
good,
worries, no
bro.
worries.
Yeah,
So
y'all
we were
know,
just
yeah.
talking about like Theory cashing in. Like I was saying, I was listening to different podcasts before. They were saying how like Theory cashing in during the match and having McIntyre beat him for
Pin
him,
Theory.
pins Theory, so that way it protects Roman. Do you think that's happening? That could
I
happen.
need Roman to get pinned.
It's been what 2 years
2
since Roman got pinned,
To
2
this day.
years.
and it's not only that, but it's Drew is one of the only people that you can actually see pinning Roman.
It's believable.
Yeah.
They
It's
finally built up someone to the point that they could pin Roman.
Right, and it's not a Brock Lesnar. It's like you gotta. I don't know. I agree with Joel. It
I
gotta
think you
be.
pull the trigger. I think with McIntyre,
someone
you
who's
pull the
active.
trigger on pinning him.
It has to be McIntyre. To me, right now, especially with Cody being gone, it has to be McIntyre.
Yeah, it would be such a cop out for them to do the Theory cash and have Theory
Yeah.
get pinned.
But then
Yeah.
here's why I don't want Roman to get pinned at Clash at the Castle.
But because even if he gets pinned, it's not a bad look for him. He just was 2 years as champion.
But you're right. But I want him to get pinned on one of the big fours. It's Rumble or Mania.
I don't
go Clash at the Castle at the UK. I want that pop to go off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Especially if it's Drew McIntyre in his hometown, that's going to be an automatic pop already.
And
you get the whole country behind you.
Yeah,
there. Yeah. That's going to be like the UK crowds are wild.
Yeah. That's true. Wild. I will give you that. I will give you that.
Wild. So that's why I'm thinking this is going to be a big deal if it happens Saturday.
Yeah. I think they need this big moment, especially since there's a couple pay-per-views going on this weekend.
Yeah.
They need a big moment that's gonna be the talk of the town. And I think Roman getting pinned is that talk. But I think it's just time. And I thought my pick was to have Roman get pinned at SummerSlam and have the rematch of WrestleMania 36, Brock and McIntyre at Clash at the Castle.
Oh, yes.
So that the cash-in just makes more sense and is so much on a bigger level, because no matter who wins, you got two beasts in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? That cash-in is going to be ridiculous either way. Yeah, but you already got the pop in the States. And like you said, the big four for Roman to lose at SummerSlam. Now this is like, okay, let's see who wins.
But, and Nick brought up a good point with that pop that McIntyre would get if he wins. If you have Theory cash in on that,
that's the big.
Think about like I was saying before, I had cut out, but Theory is one of the only heels that get booed.
Mm-hmm.
So you add, he ruined McIntyre's moment in his hometown to that.
Yeah.
Oh man, Theory would never get cheered again.
Yeah, he would never get cheered
in his career.
You're throwing gasoline on fire, basically.
Exactly.
You're making a bigger thing.
Yeah. And it's perfect for him. It's perfect for him.
Because when you look at Theory, you just see douchebag. You just see douchebag written all over. You just don't like the guy. You respect what he do in the ring, but you just don't like the guy for some reason.
Yep.
Especially how Joel said, like Theory, an authority figure, like an authority thing.
Like I said, I think you had cut out. I was like, yo, just bring back the authority with him. Make him the new Seth Rollins. And now that they really are in charge, they're not answering to no one. Makes it more believable and makes you hate them even more now.
Yeah. You're going to have a new favorite wrestler after that.
No.
Seth Rollins is going to be bye-bye. Here comes the Theory.
And who knows, maybe, and down the line, you do Theory versus Rollins.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The old face versus the new face.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, because they tried to do that with Kevin Owens and Rollins, but it didn't work. But that's another story for another day. That's another story.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Kevin Owens, he deserves so much more, man.
I know. I'm glad.
But it's getting there. It's getting there slowly.
Right? He got his shirt back and everything.
Wait, slowly. Mikey, I posted a clip from your last time you came on the podcast earlier this year. You said how much you missed the old Kevin Owens. I remember that. And now we got the old Kevin Owens back.
Yes. Oh, I am excited to see him back.
Yo, low key, I think it would be dope for him and Sammy to take off the belts off of the
tag belts. Yes.
I think that would be a dope moment.
Yes, it would be.
I also saw some people saying that Sammy was going to screw Roman Reigns, or either Roman Reigns or the Usos. Because I don't know if you guys caught this. It was a recent segment on SmackDown, and he was telling Roman about Drew McIntyre, how he gets in the head and they don't see it coming, and they get all comfortable. What is he doing with Roman? Roman's getting comfortable around him. He is allowing them in the bloodline.
Yeah.
Is that not foreshadowing?
Yeah, I didn't think about
that. Even if it's not Roman, what about the Usos? He could somehow screw over the Usos somehow down the line.
He's getting comfortable with Jimmy. He's getting comfortable with Jimmy.
Comfortable with Jimmy. Exactly.
Not Jay. Yeah.
But it could lead to the point to where he finally get comfortable with Jay, and then it happens. So who knows? They could really build off of that.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Sam.
Yeah, when
he was saying that, I was like, "Whoa, that sounds like what he's doing with Roman right now."
Yeah,
Roman was just laughing in his face, but it's gonna be interesting.
And then everyone's gonna start cheering for Sammy again. He's gonna be one of the biggest baby faces. Put him with Kevin Owens again. Oh man,
when they was in Canada for SmackDown, I really wish he had his own theme. I really wished he had his old theme.
Yes.
Do you imagine the pop he would have got? I mean, he already had a pop, but do you imagine the audience singing his old theme? They should have just brought it back for that one night. Just for that one night.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's so cool. I hope Drew McIntyre gets his own theme song just for Saturday.
Oh, Oh my
That'd
god.
be sick.
That would
By the
be
way,
dope.
I don't want to go off topic, but I know one of your videos, Mikey. I saw you did like a remix of you
Yeah, I was
reacted
reacting to a remix. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I started listening to the theme song and I'm like, damn, they should really bring this back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even if not bring it back regular, they should bring it back on special occasion for his big fights.
Wait, which
Yeah.
one? Which theme are you talking about?
Broken
the
Dreams.
one with
Broken
okay.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Broken Dreams. Oh
Yeah.
man.
That goes hard. It's slow, but it goes hard. I don't know why.
But it builds up like just such suspense for him. Like it just give you a big fight feel song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say if you just do it for his special occasions, not every week, but just when he's about to go against a big fight, that would be really cool for him. That'll be different. That'll be different.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have a big entrance this weekend.
He got to.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Pyro. I want to see Pyro. I want to see everything.
Bagpipes.
One time he did the NXT one of the takeovers. He did the bagpipes, right? I could see that.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
To me,
they did for Mania too. They did for Mania too. And they had the face paint on, like half his face paint was.
I don't need that.
Like McIntyre. We don't need that face paint. We don't need that. But McIntyre is just such a. To me, he could just he's both. He could just be an ultimate heel or he could be the ultimate babyface.
Yeah.
He's just I don't know. He just got that it factor to him. He can be whatever you want him to be.
Yeah. As much as I'm iffy on McIntyre, lately I'm coming around to him.
Iffy? Wait, hold on. What you mean?
Oh yeah,
McIntyre about.
I'm babyface McIntyre. I've never been a big fan of babyface McIntyre.
I love it. I love it too.
I love heel McIntyre. And then once he started bringing out that sword, I tuned out.
Angela.
I do want to see heel McIntyre. I do want to see heel McIntyre.
It's not a sword. It's Angela. Give it as a name.
Oh no. I'm not.
She has feelings.
I'm not calling it Angela. Yeah.
I do want to see Drew again as a heel, but
I think that's where he worked.
If you call it now, it eventually happen, Mikey.
Oh yeah, all my predictions do come true. But
yeah,
I do want to see it. But I want to see it booked right. I don't want to see him because last time he was here, he was putting all these tag teams and then he was losing to Roman. And Roman was returning, and
it was cool. It was cool at the beginning when he was with Ziggler. I thought it was dope. They had like the Diesel and Shawn kind of vibe to them, and then after that, I was just like, "This is if it was like, oh, okay."
It's because they had nobody in the tag division. The tag division was weak, so it was like, okay.
I mean, the tag division still is a little
weak,
on shaky grounds. It's better than what it was there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
But yeah, I need heel Drew to come back someday.
So who do you guys got winning this match? What are we predicting for this match? Drew winning. I think
Drew's winning the match.
Yeah, but a cash-in is debatable. I think Drew's winning regardless.
I got Roman walking out.
Oh shit!
I think Roman is walking every time. I think
this part because if he wins, this
every time I get a hint of Roman might lose, he wins. I don't know. I just don't see it at Clash at the Castle. I don't.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
If anything, Theory might try to cash in and it don't work, and then Roman capitalizes off of it. I don't know. It's gonna be something like that. I don't think he's gonna beat Drew completely clean.
Got you.
Something's gonna happen to where Roman walks out with those titles. Something.
Yeah.
I
see that. Yeah,
I could definitely see that, especially with
my
the
hopes up
bloodline
for
behind
Drew.
him.
I got the hopes. I got my hopes up for Drew.
Are the Usos even competing that night?
I don't think so.
So now you got a fresh Usos too.
Yeah,
you got a fresh Usos in your corner.
But again, Sami Zayn. You mentioned Sami
Zayn. You gotta watch out for Sami.
But you never know what side he's on.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know.
I don't think
maybe after Kevin Owens' speech this past Monday, he may be like, "Oh, you know what?"
I think it's gonna be a little bit of a bond between them happening first, and then they're gonna turn. It's just starting to. It's too fresh right now, so we gotta wait until they build more of a bond, and then it's gonna happen. But
I feel you on that.
I think Roman's gonna walk out.
Okay. That was actually all the matches. I guess we can wrap it up there. But before we wrap up, Mikey, where can people find your channel and all your social medias?
Tell them about you.
Oh, yeah. So YouTube, of course, Mikeystaxx. Check me out there. Instagram, check me out. Stacks, Omega Stacks _ Omega. TikTok, catch me, Mikeystaxx 20. That's all my socials.
Okay, cool. Go subscribe to
And then we'll
him,
tag
follow
him
him.
too. We'll put it
Yeah.
all on in the descriptions and stuff.
Of course, yeah. We put everything. But thanks for coming on, Mikey. Had a great conversation about Clash
Of
of
course,
Castle.
man. Always a great time when you come on.
Exactly.
Oh yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Nick, I was just asked. I said when he asked me to be on, I said, "Joel gonna be there?"
Yeah,
I gotta have my boy on there. I gotta have my boy on there.
You know the vibes there. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again for coming on, and for everyone listening and joining this live stream as we talked about Clash of the Castle. I am Nick with Joel. It's been episode 86 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time.
Gotcha.
Peace.